We often hear stories about athletes playing when they're not feeling 100%. A classic example, the Michael Jordan flu game in the 1997 NBA Finals. Flash forward to this century, we saw the Creighton Blue Jays do it as they took down the then #1 ranked Kansas Jayhawks. Some of their top players weren't at full strength. Stephen Ashworth was sick, Ryan Kalkbrenner's been hurting, and Pop Isaacs was battling an injury that will now require season-ending surgery. So it poses the question, what motivates an athlete to keep pushing even when they're not feeling their best? It's got to be the love of competition. It's been a battle for Creighton men's basketball to stay healthy.
I don't know that I've ever been part of a team that's had this many things happen the first, going back to start of practice the end of September. I'm not sure we've had the whole team in a practice one time.
That included against top-ranked Kansas, who the Jays beat despite the adversity.
It's been different crazy things that are hard to imagine that they're actually taking place. And the worst time for them to take place for us is during the stretch in really difficult games.
Being a high-level athlete is taxing. So I talked with UNMC Sports Medicine Medical Director Dr. Matthew Tao. He's an expert on the ways top-level competition impacts an athlete's body.
Just physically, it's a big step up too, because people are stronger, faster. So there's a lot of demands on these kids' times and their bodies.
He saw players do it weekly when he worked with the New York Giants.
As the season goes on in the NFL, everybody's playing through something. Nobody's 100% healthy, and I think that's true for college athletes as well.
As much as Kalk and Steven have been dealing with their own issues, not once have they looked at me and said, I need to come out or I need to do less. And they recognize the importance not just of their presence as players, but their presence as leaders. And without that, you'd be in big trouble when adversity hits like this.
One of our leaders of our church has said, the joy in your life has little to do with your circumstances and everything to do with your focus. Reminding the guys that, hey, we get to wake up in the morning and look forward to go playing basketball at the end of the day. Although there is some adversity, in the grand scheme of things, it's nothing life or death, and that's something to be grateful for in and of itself. And so the guys respond really, really well to just the fact that we should have joy in all of this.
In Omaha, Kelsey Mannix, 3 News Now.